Alright, welcome back everybody to some more Dominions 5. We are in turn 41 of the Phaeacia Blitz, where we have some more battles going on. So let's have a look at those. There's a battle in the glowing caverns. This is what? One Marsh Master coming in to kill my... what are they called? Cavemen? I think he will get away with it here, because he's going to summon some skeletons, and they will indeed be able to power through my cavemen. Alright. A bit of a dangerous move. If I had put more PD, we could have maybe killed this Marsh Master. Maybe not, I'm not sure. It's not... I wouldn't have known that he would put in anything that I could beat, so it's unlikely that it would happen. We are attacking Keejchen, where Jotunheim has not really left anything behind. But I was half expecting Cetis to come in, which is why we see this staggered formation of priests that move forward and buff and assist to start dispelling undead. It also works against the horde of skeletons that Jotunheim are creating, so it kind of works out. This is going to be some friendly fire. Yeah, ow, ow, ow. Hopefully no more of that. Yeah, good. So we took some friendly fire, losing an elemental that went down to size 1 and 1 Yeti. Alright. In the chambers underneath, Olm is also taking one of these cave provinces from me. Nothing really here to look at. We are attacking him in Laria, this island down here yet again. And he's got just a little small stack of plate infantry to stop Meister Hawken. These guys were not put information accurately, so they will not do well here. I'm throwing nets on them. But the fact that they come in staggered like that is really, really bad. I'm not sure we could have won, even if I had not. We are dealing some damage. So maybe if the battle line for me had been aligned perfectly, because then they would have been netted as we were fighting. But here, oh, he's been casting extra protection on them with the mage in the back here. He beats me hands down here. We killed one black plate infantry. This is just the power of all these guys. They cost nothing. They're basic recruitment for his nation. And it's just insanely good. Almost so strong. There was a battle in the Caverns of Gold as well. What is this? A Froggy the Ghost King has cast a spell to initiate a combat in here. Alright, so we get to see Cetis' Pretender for the first time, I believe. Froggy the Ghost King. He has the sickle whose crop is pain, mind shield, shadow helm, body elemental armor, 20 protection, feet boots of the messenger for reinvigoration and map move, ring of regeneration, storm spool. Alright. Yeah, and he is the Pretender God. Pretty interesting. Air Mage 2, Earth 2, and Death 4, so he must have used his air magic to Cloud to piece himself into this territory. He is blessed because it's an orange dominion, but he doesn't get anything out of that. And vulnerable 10. So he's got 25 protection against mundane attacks. That's pretty significant. I mean, of course, the caveman here will not be able to do anything. So now we have this guy to deal with also from Cetis, which does not make my war against Cetis any easier. An unexpected event has occurred in Nuptia, 17 unrest. Keejchen, we get 1,000 gold. And a gold nugget of legendary size. And White Grave. Some Triton scouts have been caught and interrogated. They seem to be preparing for a large-scale attack in White Grave here. Alright. Underwater volcano. Anything else to note? No. Alright, so Jotunheim's force that was in here has retreated to Bell. In Cetis, they have remained stationary, but we are expecting them to come up here and try to help Jotunheim, in fact, simply because Cetis is just doing everything he can to annoy me, so he will come up here and probably attack my army. In the other side of the world, we don't see a lot of action, I think. Okay, this, I think, proves that Ulm is attacking Jotunheim at this point, and they are probably fighting. And so Jotunheim is pulling out of my territory completely at this point. Very good. Anything else to note on this turn? Not really. This was turn number 41. Let's see if we can get a turn number 42 in here. And check the number real quick. Yes, turn 42. Alright. We are in Conjuration level 6 now, which I'm not sure what we went for here. Let's check. I'm not sure I ever use it for anything. Yeah, no, not really. We didn't have a lot of high tier casters to summon whatever we really wanted. So, I'm not sure why I went for this one. Oh, summon Bishop Fish is something that I start doing at some point. Sea King's Court is something that I was considering doing. Yeah. Anyway. Now we're going for enchantment level 7. What are we going for in enchantment level 7, you ask? Well, Mars Flight wouldn't hurt. And then Servant's Blessing probably again. I wish I had had more time to really plan out my research, but I'm not sure what I would have gone for at this point in the game. Anyway, let's have a look at the battles. The nation rejoices as your mom, queen of this world, returns. There was a battle in Lombardia between Jotunheim and Ulm, so yes, indeed, they are fighting. This is Jotunheim attacking Ulm. Okay. They have these Vetis. Vetis is what I call them. There's a battle in Kepes, so yes, indeed. Cetis is coming in to try to help, or well, this was originally Cetis' territory, so they are coming back to reclaim it. And I don't know if they had heard about my elementals. He must have. It's not really scripting towards it that well. Okay. So the front line, we will absolutely smash him for sure. And then he's probably doing Foul Vapors again. Yeah, Foul Vapors has been cast by a Marsh Master somewhere. Is that him here? No, this is King. I can never find them. Yeah, I don't see him. There's a mage getting killed right here. Oh, that was him. At least he died in this turn here. So the Foul Vapors are gone again. He was hit by a lightning bolt. Very nice for me. Which means we don't have to deal with that. And then we just have to kill all the units. And that will go down rather quickly. And our elementals are now in the fray, running amok. They're trampling and flying around. They're scripted to attack rear, and so they will be hitting the mages mostly here. And yeah, Cetis sallied out and tried to do something, but we, at this point in the game, I think he's so far behind that he doesn't really have the quality of troops. He just has a ton of these undead, and it doesn't really serve him anything. In this case here, we lose 1 elemental, we lose 3 heavy infantries, 6 siege trolls, 1 champion, and 5 yetis. So we did take some losses on our meat shields, but it's not that bad. Alright. That was in Kepes. 372 units, yeah. A battle in Whitegrave. He is also attacking underwater now with another underwater raiding stack. I'm not even sure they can beat this. My defense here is pretty strong. These guys have protection 17. Oh, they are hitting hard. Now, okay, they have the troop numbers here to overwhelm me, and so they win. Alright. That was in Whitegrave. Then the battle in the fortress of Kepes, where I simply take the fort away from Jotunheim. Oh, and I scripted it incorrectly, that's right. So, I cast Storm in here with no effect. For some reason, I must have messed up my own scripting of the turn, so I didn't actually attack with anything other than this one guy, which luckily then is enough, because he didn't have anything inside, so 5 elementals take that province. Lovely. An unexpected event has occurred in Moon Sea. Lose the tax here, that is 79 gold, oh no. In the Serenity, we lose people and gain unrest. Oh well. We have 2 new famous heroes. We have Talaimenis, with heroic endurance, who recovers from a fatigue at an unbelievable rate. That is perfect for him. Very, very good for a high-level caster. Lovely, and he also has reinvigoration 3 here, so he's up at reinvigoration 5 at that point. Insane. And a new hero here, Naubolus with heroic battle prowess, which won't matter because the storm captains never see battle. Or melee, anyway. Alright. And that is it for this turn. Survey the land a little bit, see what we can see. We have retaken the throne, and we'll probably be claiming it in this turn. I'm pretty sure that my prophet is in here somewhere. Though I don't see him offhand right away. Oh well. I don't think we've ever lose the prophets in this playthrough, which is quite nice. Although, maybe that is not true. Anyway, your mom is back here. She came in with 2 afflictions, and she's lost, I think, both times she dies, she loses 1 nature level, so she's getting weaker. The afflictions will go away, of course, because of the recuperation. So we kit her out with a bunch of equipment, and then I think she is marching... Oh, she's sailing straight down to Darwin, after which she will be marching to Mu, and then into the unknown. Or I think I might actually forge like a thistle maze or something first with her. I think we forge a thistle maze with her to get the nature +1 on a single-handed thing, and then I don't know if it's this turn, but at some point I then, with Agenor or another Locus, I will be empowering them in nature so that I can start doing nature equipment and spells with him, which would be a good way to spend some of all these nature gems. So empowering him 1 and giving him a thistle maze will get him to tier 2, which at that point he can forge rings of regeneration, which would be very powerful for some of my thugs, or the prophet, or some storm captains, whatever. It would be a nice addition to my army. And yeah, that's what's going on right now. We'll do another turn in here. Turn number 43. And here we go. Agenor has successfully empowered himself in nature. That was indeed him. There's a battle in the Oaklands. So now I'm pushing down towards Citis' capital here, or at least making it look like I am. Our plan is still to sail around Citis and go for the thrones. But he had some units set up here in the forest, and we will murder them. That was relatively quickly. Storm didn't even get cast. Okay. And there was a battle in the Sea of Rond, which is the undead stack of Citis trying to expand in the water. But I believe I moved in some units here, so they are being assaulted by some relatively decent units. And the numbers are almost equal, but being underwater is a penalty for the undead. And so we end up defeating them here. Very, very nice. Mostly PD lost, but also a little bit of our own troops. Not that bad though. There's an unexpected event in the Dark Ways. A band of shamblers are ravaging. Let's see that battle. Oh, and these are the armored shamblers. They are pretty nasty. 27 damage. Yeah, with coral glaives. This is my big underwater army though. Okay. Biggest anyway. This is the PD. Let's see if we defeat them here. I think we might defeat them. Well, they are very killy. But they are also outnumbered, so I think we should get them here. Yeah. And the trolls can take a hit from them and then start to regenerate, so it's quite nice to have a few of them stacked in here. Indeed, we end up murdering them. Did we lose anything? Yeah, some of our troops, at least none of the sea trolls, were lost. In the Sea of Ron, we lose province income, and in Serenity, unrest, and low population again. Oh well. Okay. So, let's survey the field. Your mom then was standing still here, yeah, and she forged a thistle maze, and I also that sort of gave me an opportunity to forge some extra equipment for her, so we will be kitting her out, and we can look at her equipment next turn. She already healed 1 of her afflictions. Did I claim this throne here? Oh, I didn't. Yeah, we didn't claim it yet, but here's our prophet. He is in here now. Okay. And we are moving down into the Oaklands over here. It does have nice income, and it's not in his dominion, which is important. We don't want to be in his dominion where we can avoid it. Had bad experiences with that earlier in the campaign. So he's thinking probably that I'm coming for Citis again, and I think we do end up moving in here and sitting on the throne or the capital for one turn, because we are waiting for your mom to make her way down to the unknown here, and until that happens, we don't want to sail here. Right, we want to take both of these provinces in the same turn. That is the plan. And so at this point in the chat and in the game, I'm just sort of faking being happy with status quo and wanting to take Citis back, and the never-ending war, because I can never take these two provinces out here. Probably, at least it would be a long haul. And we are at turn 43. This is all in one sitting. You gotta remember. So we're like probably 6 or 7 hours into the game at this point, and everyone was getting a little bit tired. I'm just trying to finish the game. And so, yeah, I'll leave it at that for this episode. Thank you guys, as always, for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.